So there's a big element with cold approach that I see a lot of guys miss. And basically, if you've done 1,000 cold approaches or think it might happen, you're probably doing something wrong. Generally, I've helped a decent amount of guys get over approach anxiety, and almost every single time, once they get actually really good at it, that's when they end up stopping because they meet somebody they really, really like. And especially when compared to like online dating, where it's just like really competitive, you can meet somebody who doesn't have that sort of competition in terms of guys in their life. It's just like their social circle or their work or whatever. And it's just like a caliber of woman they're not used to. And they don't want to give that up. They like her and they want to pursue things with her. And they just, kind of settle down. And even if they don't do that, even if it's like a casual type relationship, like it ends up happening at some point, priorities shift, whatever that may be. And they also get a much higher success rate because of the confidence. They just further refine their appearance and everything. And I can't say exactly what point that usually happens. It really depends. But I mean, at a minimum, you shouldn't end up actually going out to approach. That's not the end game. The end game is to get to a point where you can just see somebody in public randomly. You go up and talk to her. However often that happens, you just take advantage of the moment. And, or maybe you don't even do that. Maybe you just like when a girl's kind of looking at you and smiling or just giving you any like slight signal that you can actually take advantage of. And, the success rate for that would be a lot higher. So the repetition of approaches should slow down considerably, especially once the actual, anxiety and nerves go down. So you shouldn't be anywhere near that. I mean, even like a 10% success rate is pretty standard. Maybe a little bit it's going to be higher than a lot of guys in the beginning, and that's fine. But 1,000 approaches, 10%. I mean, God, that's like 100 legit numbers. It could be even higher. So you're nearing like a triple digit body count. You're going to meet somebody you really like, and your priorities are going to shift at that time, more likely because, you have that side of your life dialed in. You meet a really great girl. So it's like, well, yeah, I could keep chasing tail, but I like where things are at with somebody. And that's that. So if you approach 1,000 women, you're going to need, it could be to do with a lot of different things, but it's generally to do with your appearance. But if you can just like, if you have a friend that's a girl or something like that, to just like ask for advice on your appearance. Sometimes it's just like your overall demeanor, which is, I know it's a bit harsh, but sometimes you just have to like make some fundamental changes, how you hold yourself, or just try to improve on some small things. But for the most part, if you think that you're on a path to approaching like 1,000 women where you're actually doing a lot of numbers and your success rate is well below 5%, step back for a moment and try to figure out exactly what your shortfall is, because it should be a lot higher than that, and anybody shouldn't hit 1,000 approaches. But that's it.